Hello, welcome to Lilian's Diary. I am Miss Lilian, a student of the University of Mines and Technology. Today, I would like to fish into the political issues of the university, what are the current activity going on, and I have two representatives of the Chambers of Mines, and they are.
I'm Joseph, Sadan calls known as Speaker.
Okay, nice.
Our one from this known as kestro.
After today's meeting, you know why you should choose them as your leader. First of all, I would like them to introduce themselves in 5 minutes. Please answer.
Okay. I would like to tell the students what doing at Uncle Kofi. And also, I also know as FPAC as a PR. I'm EP. That's all.
Okay, nice. Please,
Alright. As I said, I was involved from some affectionately called kestro on campus, and then I'm from the dramatic engineering 3 class. Yes, I believe that attitude is everything, and then it is more important than what one's outlook. So therefore, we need to put more into our attitude rather than just looking after physical ourselves. Yeah, thank you very much.
please, this is Lilian's Diary.
Thank you very much.
I'll ask you some few questions so that those out there will know why they should choose you as a leader. First of all, I'll ask you why Chamber of All Presidents.
So like the question is
Why did you choose? Why do you want to be the All President?
Okay. What I can say is, before you want to become the president, or at least you have to know the in and out, and also you have to have some experience as a leader. I've been in the work for 3 years, which I've used 2 years to serve as the of a chairman. So at least I know the in and out. And during my tenure of office, I realized that when you talk of the other departments, that's the financial entertainment, there's more to be done there. So I want to step aside as the president so that potholes, I'll fill it with my good policy and mission.
Thank you. Please, you too.
Alright, I chose to be the Chamber of Mines president on the condition that we all need to work based on what experience we get it. And personally, once the gold refinery or representative of the Chamber of Mines and then the current LA representative of the Chamber of Mines to SRC, I believe that there have been more experiences that I've required on my hands, and then there are also problems in the world that I believe that when we look at this product and face them well, it is going to help improve the world and the whole. That is the reason why I stepped into the Chamber of Mines for president.
Thank you very much. And please, I knew before you had this passion, and what motivated you? What motivated you to go for this position?
Actually, I'm a fan of politics, and then I've involved myself in most political activities on campus and even outside campus, coming from SHS and everything related. So this leadership passion that I have in me, that also drives me. There's a passion in me that always drives me towards to do something for people. You understand? Yes, and that is the reason why I stepped into the Chamber's president.
So please, what has been motivating you?
What motivates me every day is a lot. One is me being a Christian. As a Christian, everywhere you find yourself, you have to portray Christ. Because that's why I believe, because everybody have an accountability one day. So if you be in a situation whereby people may be misusing what is around them, at least as a Christian, you have to step in to make order. So since I said earlier that I've been in the hall for some couple of years, at least there's some things going on which I have to step out so that things should be faced and should be faced.
So please, if I may ask, what are the things?
That's why I said we have many things. That's why I'm here with some policies which, because as I was saying here, when you look into entertainment, it means sports was there. So maybe as time goes on, I was feeling those things about the sports was I'm talking of.
Okay, please, I would like you to explain.
Okay, one is, let me start in entertainment. Me being here for some couple of years, you can bear with me that aside what we don't have any source of entertainment. Unfortunately, KT couldn't celebrate the entertainment due to 1 or 2 issues, which maybe some of the students don't know. So in this case, if it's happening in the world, it means the whole semester or the whole academic year, you are not going to celebrate any entertainment. So as a member, a concerned member of the hall, I thought it was that no, I have to bring in something called chamber speaker. It's the same as the whole week celebration, but this time it's 1 day activity. The whole week we celebrate it 1 week, but this time we are bringing something aside whole week. That's the chamber speaker. So without whole week, we have another source of entertainment in the hall. And the difference in this is that we are going to do it in sections, so that most of the affiliated members will take part, because in a way their security at stake in the evening. So them working from the various hostels to the campus, the security is at stake. So we bring things to their doorsteps. So for example, when you go to Camp City, you have members. We have many members around there, so they will organize their own points, the same together, so it will be in sections, so that they can also patronize. So as our week, we have another section.
Please, what are the programs have you also seen?
Alright, actually I chose the slogan, the dawn of a new era, not on any other thing, but because I realized that at the moment the technology is what is advancing, I getting it, and then also the university has also adopted new ways of teaching, that is moving from the on-site classes to online classes. Or come to Chamber of Mines, so a hall where we don't have internet connectivity in the hall. How are we also going to transform ourselves to meet this current era? Do you understand? That is the reason why I came up with a policy or an innovation that we are going to promote we are going to provide internet connectivity in the hall, and this we are going to do by providing routers on each floor for our members to have access to this internet to access their online classes, because you and I believe, or you and I can testify to the fact that once we come to school and then we don't have data or don't have money to buy internet bundles, we can't access our online class.
What is the hardest decision that you have ever made?
The hardest decision I've ever made. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so the hardest decision we making was, I think, around the last year when we had to decide on whether to pay monies to organize a whole week for good orders, or to just give it for them not to celebrate their whole week. But fortunately, the then administration, of which I was a member of the administration, the president helped us, and then he came in towards our aid and then sponsored the whole week for us. So that was the other decision I made by making sure that we, aside the challenges that we faced by requesting for money from the whole members to pay for the celebration of the whole week, and also make sure that it was sponsored by the negatives. So I think that's the hardest issue.
I will ask, are you an executive of Champion or Old Hall?
Currently, I'm not an executive of Old Hall.
So, how did you?
Yes, then I was. I'm talking about the last year. Yes, then I was the Good Hall representative.
Please, what about the hardest decision?
Before I chip in, I want to chip in one or two, just 2 lines staying before. The hardest decision of me staying behind during vacation, because that time I lost my father. I was supposed to be in the house, but I choose to stay behind because of the effort of the members. Because I don't bear the idea students packing their things from the room during vacation, because most of them, they don't know where they're going to keep their things. So I stay behind to work with the porters to face the 40 lockers, so that during vacation we just don't pack your things outside the room, just pack your things and just put it in the locker. So I think it was hardest since
during vacation
I stayed behind. And my father too was they were doing the funeral, but I chose the decision to stay behind. So I think it's the hardest decision.
Please, who is your hero?
Hero. When we talk of this issue, I have a problem with this issue, because when you talk of hero and letting chip in woman,
let me say, who is your mentor?
Okay, for me, anytime, any day, I choose a mentor depending on what the person do. So I don't have specific people that there's my mentor or this.
So can you mention some people's name for what they do?
Okay, one I can mention is the late Afis. base, so rest in perfect peace. Because I've been going to this man, one where this man has been telling me that do the right thing at the right time. So, and also it's not about he being a student politician. He had the student welfare at his hands. So I think you taking off your colleague welfare is something like you have to look up to.
Thank you very much. Please.
Alright, as you rightly said, mentors are choosing depending on what on the situation getting it, and then every now and then, depending on the situation, we choose mentors to be understand. Coming to the school year, I have chosen His Excellency Kwasi Eason as the current Vice President of the SRC as my mentor, based on the fact that his life as a politician has been very rough. You understand?
Yeah.
Coming from level 200 contestant as KT President, losing the presidency, 300 contestant as SRC President, and the other issue that came on board, I believe that he stood in, and then he was very resilient and was relentless. Even at the times where things weren't going on, he still stood in to make sure that what he gained was something for himself. Do you understand? Yes, so I choose him as my mentor.
Please, I learned you had your vets on the 30th solution. I want to know how was the vets, how were you feeling, how was it like, everything?
Alright, you see, once you are prepared for vetting, you have two things in mind. Mostly, you get some a little fear in you that, this panel I'm going to meet, how are they going to go by this? You have all these thoughts in your mind, but then it was very cool, and then the only thing that we had to do was to gather confidence, in answering most of the questions. Do you understand? And then I believe that it helped us through the vetting process of which.
So the questions were easy to you, or you had some difficulties?
Well, definitely you can't have easy questions all the time. You understand? Some questions need to trigger your mind to come out with something better. You understand? So it had difficult and it was quite easier questions also.
Please, if I may ask, how was the vetting for you?
Before I talk on the vetting issue, I want to acknowledge His Excellency Acha and also Ali. They did a lot. Because as a leader, you have to have coach aside you to go wherever they are. God bless them. Vetting, what I believe in is how prepared you are for the job. Because you need to know, one is based on the constitution, your fraud, and also what you are bringing on board for the people. So we are vetted because they want the public or the students at large to see what you are bringing to them and how prepared you are. So I think it went on well, which after everything we proved to the student that we are prepared for the job. And by God grace, we came out with flying colors.
So you did very well.
Sure.
Were the question easy for you?
Yeah, for me, I would say it's not easy because we were prepared for it. So,
it's not easy.
Sure, it's not easy in a way. I'm trying to say, it's when it's easy for me, it's not easy because you are prepared.
Okay.
I hope you get the point I'm talking about. Because if you are prepared for something, because I remember they gave us the area which they are going to base on. Yeah, so at least what is something from you. So you have to prepare yourself and go. So I don't think it's hard or
Okay, so during your preparation, what are the challenges that you faced?
During my preparation, aside we going for vetting to academics too are there, and also campaigning, and also underground going on, and also I lost my father, so my situation was hard for me. But since I'm ready for the people, and since I've prepared myself, and what I'm bringing on board is very feasible, I know everything went on. I don't get it.
And please, what about you?
Yes, there are challenges going to vetting because you need to combine your academics together with your political works, and then aside that to the kind of rounds that you make to gather facts before you come to prove to the vetting panel that this is what you've prepared yourself for, especially with this Wi-Fi system that we want to bring on board. You have to move towards the network companies, the telecoms most often. Yes, and then I believe that that was the only challenge that we faced because we had to take much time to have a fair knowledge about everything that we want to bring. Yes, so that is the where we had most of the challenge. But in all, we faced the very yes.
Please, I want to ask, what's the mistake you have made along, like mistake you have made in life along, like in school, any mistake?
Yeah, in life everybody have a weakness and a strength. I've made a mistake, but sometimes are personal. Some mistakes are personal too. So that's what I can say.
So please, is there any mistake that you made? You have to share this for us so that people also learn from that mistake. Is there any mistake like that?
Yeah, the mistake I've made is about my personal relationship with Christ. Because in the point in time we are in Christ, but we are not doing what Christ wants us to do. So when me realizing that mistake, I know that maybe me looking or me going to class at that time, maybe I've not been here, maybe I've gone so far.
So now you are in Christ.
Yeah, now
Why?
I'm full in Christ.
Why are you full in Christ?
Because as everything, you have to come to make one day. So you have to be in Christ so that day, if that day comes, you get a place to live.
So is it now that you have seen that you have to be in Christ? Or?
What I'm saying is, when we are youth, sometimes they will come to you to preach you to take Christ as your personal Lord. But we choose to follow friends. So that's the mistake I did. So me knowing Christ, yeah, I'm following Christ.
So what pushed you to follow Christ?
About his life, about everything.
Please, what about the mistake you have made in life? Like, share with us.
Alright, so once we are human beings, we are bound to make mistakes. I understand. Most of the mistakes that we do, it's at a point of what decision making. Sometimes we will make some decisions that will come out to know that this is what is a mistake that I've taken. So understand. Yeah, so in life we make mistakes or we make decisions that what we come to realize that this decision shouldn't have been so. You understand? Yeah. So these are I'll say these are the worst mistakes that we mostly do.
So like, can you see a specific mistake so that we learn from that one?
Well, I can't really remember some kind of what decisions that I made that are mistakes or that then I'll say this thing because coming into what's my personal life, I'm a fan of football. I like football very much, but then during the football match I made a mistake. That's why I said we need to make decisions, even at points of what at riskier points. Also, what you need to think and make mistakes and what think and make decisions. You understand? Yes. So I made one mistake and then I got my leg fractured. But then I didn't stop me from playing because that's the passion I have.
Thank you. Please, as a level 100 student,
Okay.
I have interest in politics. What advice do you have for me?
Yes. Personally, I've been coaching level 100s because most of them, especially the level 200s, who in the current level 200s who came to meet me in World War as young well, most of them were looking up to me to be or to also become what leaders or to also take that position that I was taking. So there were advices that I had to give them, some of which I had to sit them down to teach them the in and out of what the political on campus. You understand? And again, sometimes to let them understand what's being done. You mediate it. Yes. So I believe that once you are out in a 100 person and you want to involve yourself in this political scenes of the school, make sure that
So please, were you forced to be there? Or did somebody force you to do it like it's from your own?
Yeah, no, it's from my own heart. As my colleagues say, sometimes some things are personal, like some things are within us. When you talk of leadership, everywhere I've been or I've stepped my foot in, I have to make a change there. So when you talk now, I'm currently the chief of for blasters. When you ask of me, I've made the change there because they don't deal with social media issue. I've got that initiative. Now, Blessed House. When you go to my department to the PRO, you can see that I've got change there. When you come to the world to our servers, so everywhere I go, I have to leave a legacy. So me coming for the presidency is not something somebody push me or force me. I want to leave a legacy and also have the interest as well.
Thank you very much. Please, let somebody force you to do.
leadership, as I said, you make a leader, you see, or leaders are made, you understand. Myself, for wherever that I have found myself, I just come out with being with leading people, just not for just for leading sake, but to take what their welfare or to take their interest into what considerations. And do you understand? So coming from SHS, it's quite unfortunate we don't have our CVs here, but I've seen what the position that was I have was held back from GHS to SHS.
But please, can you share some of that?
Well, from GHS I became what I was a protocol prefect, then to SHS I was a welfare prefect, that is to say at GSTS we have the welfare, that is protocol and sanitation prefect combined, you understand? So I was the welfare prefect back to GSTS. Coming here to level 100, God being so good, I was awarded with the most hardworking member award during the Good World celebration. And then I moved on to level 200 by getting the Good World rep. And then currently serving as what's the Legislative Assembly representative for Chamber of Mines at the SRC. These are things that I believe that I didn't just went in for them, but they came as a result of what my input was into the matters of the law. You understand? So I've never been forced to make decisions or to take leadership positions. They come by what the passion that I have in me.
What are the positions you have had?
When we talk of position, I have many positions. But if I started maybe mentioning them, maybe you know me from there. So everywhere I go, I let them know the position they need at that instance. So if you check my CV, I give them the position within the school. But when I can recall the years, I was a session leader. Our time we don't have a compound prefect. What they've been saying is that the compound prefect is for SS. So the primary, I was the section leader because of the handling. Before they can give you that work, you can bear with it. You have to come really check your session minutes. And I started to move into SS. I was the academic prefect. And due to that, I was assigned to be the prep prefect. And you can see you being academic prefect in SS is no easy. Aside me holding that position, I was the football captain in SS. And at the same time, to be the chief organist. So you can see me being one person holding this particular position in excess. And even your own colleague is not easy, because I remember a point in time when the lecturers or the teachers are not in class, they will come and call me and go and teach them something. So that's the position I had. And coming to the university too, I'm part of the school board team. And also my class, I'm the PRO for my class. And also my department, the PRO.
God bless the University of Mines and Technology. Ready? Sing.
God bless the University of Mines and Technology, the institution anointed with great mission to fly above the limits of the sky, to provide higher education, to provide higher education through teaching, through research and through service. Our motto is knowledge, truth and excellence. Our motto is knowledge, truth and excellence. You must arise and shine, arise and shine, arise and shine. Yes, you must arise